Can you guys see it? Way off in the distance, underneath that rain cloud, is the edge of St. Helena. So there's a rain cloud, and right in there, you can see an edge of St. Helena. I think everyone's pretty happy to be here. It's been a rough few last days, really windy and a lot of like side swell. Right now we got a lot of following swell. It's quite nice. It's smooth. Having sailed 3/4 of the way around the world, we are in the midst of the final leg of our circumnavigation. This daunting 5,000 nautical miles of open ocean will be attempted with our 3- and 1-year-olds in tow. We don't know it yet, but our boundaries are going to be tested like no previous voyage ever has. Fortunately, 2 sanctuaries line our path, and as the sun dips below the horizon, we've just caught sight of the first, St. Helena, a small rock in this vast ocean that promises us a brief respite from our immense journey.
So it's just sort of, I don't know if the waves have picked up. The wind has definitely picked up a little bit, but it seems like a combination, like wind and wave has just made it a little bit more gnarly tonight, so.
I think we gotta take this thing down, man. We're surfing at 10, 12 knots, which leaves us a little margin for error in terms of if a squall comes through.
I guess I better start an engine. I'll start starboard and get Ben a little hot water for a shower. Give me a second! So I have to run over to starboard to drop the halyard because the halyard is on the starboard side of this boat, which will be different in our new boat because we have the forward cockpit. Everything will be like right here. It'll be kind of interesting. Totally different.
St. Helena Radio, St. Helena Radio. This is sailing vessel Nahoa on channel 16. Maybe we're still too far out. They said make contact with them 10 to 15 miles out, but we're 13 miles out. Good evening, ma'am. This is sailing vessel Nahoa. We are approximately 12 miles out. Over.
It's getting late. We'd hoped to arrive in daylight. That didn't happen a long time ago. But we have probably about 6 miles to go. Another hour. And we'll be in there about 1:30 in the morning.
Arriving in a foreign country is always daunting. Doing so at night heightens the entire experience. Your sense of smell, sound, and sight are at their max, regardless of how tired you are. What we're trying to do here is find the mooring field. There's a mooring field here, but it's pitch black out.
So we are just coming around the northernmost point of St. Helena, and it's so strange. There's not a single boat with AIS anywhere to be seen on St. Helena. I don't know when the last time I pulled in somewhere and there wasn't a single boat broadcasting AIS. It's so deceiving at night to know actually like how close things are.
How far? 3 meters.
I can't see it.
3 meters forward. More to port. To port. Made it.
Made it.
Good morning, welcome to St. Helena. Can you confirm for me please the gross tonnage of your vessel?
We are about 12 tons over.
So you have picked up one yellow buoy, yes?
We have indeed picked up one yellow buoy.
Can you confirm the last port of call and date of departure please?
Last port of call was Cape Town, and date of departure, I just have to, give me 1 second.
Can you confirm for me please how many persons on board? And are they of good health and not suffering from any coughs, colds, flu-like symptoms?
Yes, we can confirm that all on board are healthy, and there are 4 people on board, 2 adults and 2 children.
Do you all have medical insurance?
Yes, we do. Over.
Copy that. So we'll do clearance shoreside this morning. So everybody obviously needs to come shoreside. You'll need to bring with you your passports, your last port of call documentation, vessel registration document, and obviously your medical insurance, which you've confirmed. You're not permitted to bring any fruit, food waste, plant material, or any honey products shoreside. All copied?
Copy that.
Once you're shoreside, you should immediately come to the big white building you can see on the seafront, which has the clock tower on the roof. That is where port control, customs and immigration are based, and where official clearance will be carried out this morning.
10 a.m.
That is excellent. Can we just change the arrival time to be 10 a.m. at the port control office, as we have 2 small children that I don't think I can get ready by 9 a.m. Over.
Yep, that's fine. Port control standing by 1-4.
There are just over 4,000 people living on St. Helena, and it is a small, quaint little place. It's super unique. It's like very official because it's British a little bit, and then it's totally like quaint and cute small town. It's really raining right now. I think we're gonna go back. Let's go back inside. I think this is more normal for this time of year. It's like rainy off and on. A lot off and on. Here in St. Helena, they use the British pound as their currency, but they have the special St. Helena, Government of St. Helena British pound. It's pegged to the British pound, but this is good nowhere else on earth but here in St. Helena, which is kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool to have your own currency in this tiny little island. But you can bring outside pounds in and spend them here, or you can just go to the bank and withdraw some. There are no ATMs on the island, so you have to go to the actual bank, wait in line with all the other saints that are on the island, and go up to the teller, and then you can do like a cash advance on your credit card, which is just hilarious.
So one of the things in St. Helena is that you want to get the ferry to land because it's really surgy here. You can't see it right now, but when you get over to the landing, you'll see there's huge surge because it is just a small little rock in the middle of the Atlantic, and the waves wrap right around. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just waiting for the ferry to show up, and that's how we get to shore. Every day, little ferry takes us to shore. I think it's about £2 per adult. 2 St. Helena pounds per adult. So it's a pretty small knit community, and as a result, you just hang your life jackets up and they'll be there when you come back.
This is the port of St. Helena, or the port in St. Helena, the St. Helena port. Anyway, we're here. And this is the port area. There's the container thing that lifts the containers on and off. There's a cat that lives here. It's called Borfi. And it's a pretty cute little cat. It's big. It's a big cat. It's well fed.
Look at this gem of a little boat. It's a cute boat. It's called Duet. It's beautiful. Ever since we spent some time on that 22-foot boat in Canada, I have a thing for little boats. Stuck here in the back of the port. May never see the water again. You know, it's an island. If you don't bring it here, you're not gonna find it here. Including love. If you know that quote, you know my favorite movie.
They come here looking for the magic, expecting to find romance when they can't find it any other place.
Maybe they will.
It's an island, babe. If you don't bring it here, you won't find it here.
Oh, heavy. Pilot and philosopher.
Let me buy you a drink.
We've made it. We're on land. Port captain, fantastic. Customs, awesome. Immigration, they take their job seriously. Let's put it that way. We were basically questioning if these are our children. I was like, this is bizarro land.
Yeah, immigrations gave us a rundown, but that's good. I guess that children trafficking is a big thing, and we don't want to do that. But we are in to St. Helena, and it is beautiful here. It is absolutely stunning. It's quite a cool little place. Like, it's quaint, man.
They do have smartphones here in St. Helena. It's a different kind of smartphone than what you're used to. It's a little bit more robust, a little bit more sturdy, and yeah, it's very smart. You can put a credit card in there, right there.
It's not that smart, dear. It only takes Protel cards.
But it's got operator services. Various faults, 121.
You know, another funny fact about this island? I think it has the most Land Rovers per capita out of anywhere.
It's the last time we saw a video store.
A while back. But the internet is apparently quite slow here, so they can't use Netflix probably as well. Hi. Yeah. Okay, come on.
Cute little creek, eh? So this was the old sanitation system for the town back in the 1800s. And what they used to do is throw their shit out the back windows and any refuse they had. And then twice a day, they would let down the water from up higher in town and flush out the canals on the backside of the buildings down into the ocean. Today, it's a cute little creek. Not so much back then, I don't think. And imagine the stench. St. Helena, perhaps one of the quirkiest places we've set foot in yet. This tiny rock has been a British overseas territory since the 17th century. Streets bearing names of the English towns, the prevalence of the Anglican churches, and the English-style schooling system underscore the lasting British influence. As you wander the streets, you might even catch a distinctive English Saint accent, a unique blend of British intonation with local flair. And it's not just the man-made structures, even in nature, certain introduced flora and fauna reflect a touch of Britain. Having spent many days at sea, our souls yearned for the mountains, so that's what we did. We drove and we drove and we drove into the mountains to discover a scene reminiscent of the Cornish countryside. That's a cow.
Oh, they just took the fence down.
Dude.
Now what?
I gotta put it back up for them. Hold this. I don't think you should be. Just doing my part in the Cornish countryside. And when we couldn't drive anymore, we started hiking up and up and up to find a completely different world.
It feels good. Feels good to have Bodhi on my back again. For now.
So remote here and so small that there is a tourist office, but when you want to rent a car like we did, the tourist office lady calls, I think, her friend or a neighbor or acquaintance and asks them if they want to lend us and rent a car. So we did get a car. It's £50 for 2 days. Insurance, contract. He left a piece of paper in the glove box, which we were supposed to sign. He said, fill it out when you get a chance. He said, if you have any problems while you're out exploring, just pop into any of the houses and tell them to call me. And they'll make sure that you'll get taken care of. Everyone knows everyone, so it's really not a problem. There is no serious crime here. I think it's a super, super safe community, apparently. Time for a selfie, I think.
Selfie.
Yeah, thanks for following. Thanks for supporting us. Really appreciate it. And goodbye from the top of St. Helena.
Bye for now.
Bye. If you enjoyed this episode and want to help the future of this channel, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Videos will always be free on YouTube, but we believe in a pay what you can philosophy. So if you're in a position to and like the videos, we'd be thrilled to welcome you aboard as part of our Patreon crew. This circumnavigation wouldn't have been possible without our patrons. Thank you so much for following our journey, and we'll see you next time.